Hey Catalyst, today I want to talk about the assertion of willpower over base desires, otherwise known as discipline. Discipline is a variety of things. It's working out when you're really tired at the end of the day. It's going to work when you're feeling like crap in the morning, but you know you need to go. It's consistency of delivery on particular tasks over and over again, when maybe you really don't want to. Willpower with routine. So this weekend, I failed at this on Saturday. My discipline gave out and I didn't do any of the tasks I was supposed to do for my 30-day challenges. This is my problem. I'm lacking discipline. At some point in time, I lost my discipline. I used to be really good at it, and I'm not as good at it as I used to be. And so part of doing the 30-day challenges is working to try to reestablish that discipline for myself. It's pretty good throughout the week, but I think I really need to work on making sure I have that consistency of delivering those tasks even through my weekends. Because it's not as if the world just stops on Saturday and Sunday. You got to keep going. It's interesting because studies actually show that the application of willpower is only so good. So if you're constantly subjected to something, at some point in time, your willpower is going to give out and you're going to give in to that temptation. Your willpower will fail. So let's say if you're trying to maybe lose some weight and someone keeps on offering you a piece of pie every day, day in, day out, eventually at some point in time, you're going to give in and you're going to have a piece of pie. The American Psychological Association actually has a really good article on self-control and willpower and discipline. And what they talk about is the fact that willpower is really only one component of it. It actually comes down to the fact that you have to be able to set a goal, and then you have to change and monitor your behaviors, and then you have to have the willpower to actually follow through on that. They actually talk about resisting short-term temptations for the long-term goal as well. And they have some interesting information about people who are able to actually delay that short-term gratification for their long-term goal, and studies that they've done to show their degrees of success throughout the rest of their lives. It's pretty interesting. I'll put a link down in the doobly-doo. Now you might say, but dude, didn't you just say? Yes, I did. And so what does that mean? If you know that eventually, by being subjected to something over and over and over again, that your willpower is going to fail, and knowing that giving up those short-term gains to achieve the long-term gains is really the way to be successful, what does that mean? Well, what that means is do your best to try to avoid those short-term temptations. Don't put yourself into the situation where you're going to be tempted for those things. If you are going to be, what I would suggest to do, have a treat, but with intention. Go in knowing that, yes, I'm going to have that piece of pie, but I'm choosing to do so not because of failure of willpower, but because I'm choosing to treat myself instead. And then that also means that I'm going to have to do some extra push-ups and some extra sit-ups and maybe run a little bit farther to work off those extra calories. So that's everything I want to talk about discipline today. I'll probably talk more on the subject later, but for right now, that's about all I wanted to cover. So tell me about your struggles with discipline and willpower. Let me know what you're currently working on. I'm interested to hear. Tell me in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.